box, you know, like that. She's like, takes me by the hand, and she like looks me dead in the eye, and she asks me like the single most important question like of my life until then. Do you like karaoke? And I'm all like, ooh. You know, I didn't know the answer, because like so many things in my life at that time, I didn't know if I liked it because I'd never tried it before. I was like, you know, sushi, really good Pinot Noir, women, karaoke, I didn't know. So I was like, you know, I wanted to be cool, so like I took her other hand, and I like met her bizarrely intense gaze, and I was like, oh my God, yes, I love karaoke. So we like get in our cab, we get in the radio cab, just like before Uber. I'm gonna go so over. I'm so nervous. And we like go to voice box. Who knows voice box? Yeah. We get to voice box, they're like closing, they're mopping the floors, they're like, you can't come in here. And my coworker slash like new best friend is all, oh yes we can. And she like talks them into like giving us an hour, even though they're like closed, which is a metaphor for the ding that you're about to. So anyway, she like talks, she pulls money out of her pocket, she's like, I got 20. And they let us sing. And we sang for an hour, it was amazing. It was like the most random assortment of songs, and that's how karaoke should be. It was like Tupac and like Green Day and Disney songs. Got weird. Shit got weird. And at the end of the hour, I just remember like being like, oh my God, I'm in love. But like not with her, although like kind of maybe with her, but like in a friend way. But like I was like, I'm in love with karaoke. This is gonna be my thing. And like that's the moment that I convinced myself that karaoke is like a totally appropriate self-help program for battling social anxiety. So then I started going to karaoke like all the time. I was going like every other week or whatever. I like went all the time. And the thing that was the coolest about it was it was like so much more fun and cheaper than public speaking lessons. Although like looking back and like in this specific moment, I can see how that might also benefit me. Anyway, the point is, I do really honestly believe, and I've said this to people, and they're always like, no, that's bullshit. But no, really, karaoke is a metaphor for life, I think. Like, everything I know about being good at life, which is like an average amount, I learned by going and singing karaoke. So I'm gonna tell you what those learnings are now, okay, cool. First one, don't hog the mic, drop the mic. Don't be that person who's like, puts 5 songs in, just like won't stop singing. Everybody hates that person, and you're just like, oh, terrible. But like if you're gonna, don't be the guy that's always talking, you know, but if you're gonna say something, like make sure it's really a cool thing to say, and then drop the mic. But like, metaphorically, because they hate it when you do that at voice box. The second one is lift each other up. Sometimes you're like in a room with your best friend and she's like wants to sing Bad Romance again, and you're like, that song is so old, but you have to like go for it and, you know, rah rah ah 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 it. Even though she's gonna fuck up that French part, she always fucks up. And like, so it's important to lift each other up, even though sometimes you like drop each other, because that happens at karaoke. I forgot the third one. Oh, don't be afraid to sing the weirdest ass song you know, okay? Especially if it's your favorite song. Okay, so like Enya, obscure folk songs. Rule number 3.2, don't listen when they tell you have to leave. You can usually get like at least another hour, right? You have 20 in your pocket. Okay. Don't be afraid to sing the weirdest ass song you know, if it's your favorite. Enya, obscure folk song, theme song from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, I mean, whatever.
We love you.
It's better to be hated for who you are than to be loved for who you're not. Let's see. Lesson number 4, the whole is is greater than the sum of its parts. Okay, so you know those songs that it's like, it's better if everyone's just like screaming, singing all together in the room, there's no one single person like dominating the microphone, it's just like, kind of the case. So you can still stop?
No!
For instance, Salt and Peppa's 1993 hit Shoop. Everybody needs to be taking part in that, right? That's what it's about. Except for like the wheels definitely start coming off when you get to like that part where the guy comes in and starts rapping. In which case, like, fuck the whole. If you know that part, like, step forward. We need you. Number 5, you can't tell how strong a Jell-O shot is just by looking at it. That's not a metaphor. That's just like a fact. 6, I only have 7, so I'm almost done. Experiment with genres. If you're like me, you're probably most at home singing power ballads from the 80s. But it is important to mix up your catalog, and round yourself out both as a person and a performer. And then the last one is the most important one, which is kind of the thesis at the top here, which is it's not about how good you are, it's about how bad you want it, okay? My personal hero and my dog's namesake, Freddie Mercury, my spirit animal, he's like one of the greatest vocalists of our time, but no one ever really talks about that. They really just talk about like what a great stage presence he had. So he was like known way more for his showmanship than for his ability, his musical talent, which is kind of crazy, but it makes sense. In the same vein, karaoke is not about singing. That's what when I tell people with crippling social anxiety like me to go to karaoke, I don't sing. It's not about that. And success is not about talent. Like being good at karaoke and being good at life they're more about effort and bravery. Same thing with public speaking, I think. And sometimes also red wine, like if you're me. It's the end.